Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today is the day. It's the last day of the month, which means it's the last day of the year. Now, most of you know I ordered a 2023 Ford F-350. However, I have not told you guys what I actually ordered. So in this video, we're going to unveil the truck that I'm actually ordering for next year. Also, I'm planning to order a 2024 Chevy Silverado. If you saw my last video, I found a dealership out here in Utah. I am going to order a truck, hopefully, once the books open up next month. And these trucks are basically be identical. So let's get into it. This is going to be pretty fun. Alrighty, let's go down to the basement and let's get started. Alright, so where are my papers at? Oh no, I'm tired. I left my papers upstairs. I'll be right back, 1 second, hold on. So here it is. This is the build sheet that I did. Make sure my address is not on here. All right, so sorry for all the stains. This is what happens when you live in an RV, like this stuff gets thrown everywhere. But I built it on 11/1/2022. And this is the dealership, Larry H. Miller Ford, Provo. What else should you see? This is my dealer rep. And let's see what we got. Here are some of the specs here. I'm just gonna read them off to you and we'll kind of go through this. First and foremost, as I said, 2023 Ford F-350. This is gonna be the standard bed because that's what I like. Colors gonna be antimatter blue. Yes, I went with antimatter. I want to go with the other color. I'll show it to you here in the video. But for some weird reason, I feel like a lot of people are gonna probably pick that color because it's new. And I think a lot of people are gonna pick antimatter. Or maybe everybody's thinking the same thing I'm thinking and they're gonna pick the same color I did. So who knows? But that color looks absolutely stunning. I saw one at a dealership probably like two weeks ago. And I said I made the best choice. The only thing is it had the trimmer package with the black wheels. It looks so much better. I kind of wish I would have got the trimmer now. Oh, by the way, I did not get the trimmer package as we were talking about that. Now, I did order a platinum. I believe I told you guys that. I did get a platinum. It was between the Lariat and the platinum. I did a video on it. The reason why I did not go with the Lariat was because the option list that I built on that truck was like $15,000 in options. And on my platinum, I believe it was like 4,000 and some change. My options was $4,630. Okay, so you guys now know a lot more than you didn't know before. If my options are $4,630, what did I not get? I did not get a diesel. Yes. This diesel fanboy, no more diesel for now. But I really wanted to test this truck out because, let's face it, I'm not full-time RVing anymore. And I've always been telling people to buy the gas truck in my scenario because it makes more sense. So now that I've been telling people that, I figured maybe I should do what I tell people to do and try it out. And then we'll go from there. Because maybe, just maybe, if this truck works out in my favor, I probably won't buy a diesel ever again. I'm probably gonna buy a diesel again though because I'm a diesel fanboy. But yes, we are not ordering this truck with a diesel. With that being said, when I order my Chevy, I'm not gonna be ordering a diesel for that one either. So they're gonna both be gas engines. Now I do feel like it's worth mentioning, when I was at the dealership, I went back and forth on whether I should get the high output power stroke or stick with the standard engine, which was a 7.3. And I felt like next year, I think that there will be a lot more high output power strokes available to maybe do some testing with. And I think that a lot of people are gonna probably be buying that truck. So I may have an opportunity next year just to maybe test drive one and give my impressions on it. But I think that the 7.3 is gonna be a really big opportunity for people who may not want a diesel next year. And something else I should say is, I don't plan on keeping my GMC. I can't afford all three trucks. I barely can afford the two. And that's another reason why I did want to go with two gas pickups, because I want to grow my channel. That's part of why I'm doing a lot of this. And I want to give you guys an unbiased opinion. So now I would have owned a GMC, a Chevy, a Ram, Ford is coming next year. And I think that having the gas engines in the mix of that will help me have a better understanding of how these trucks perform. Now with them both having the 10-speed transmission, I feel like it's going to be a great opportunity to do fuel economy runs. And we're still going to be traveling with our fifth wheel. Like, just because we have a house now, like, I know my wife's going to want to go to Yosemite next year, and that's probably 8 or 9 hours away. I'll have a gas truck. I'm sure I can find some grades. And there's guys right next door to me. Special shout out to David Brown. And who else is out there? I think one of my other buddies, Rub and Tug. Although you don't go by that name anymore. I think you're also in Colorado too. So you guys have diesel trucks still. And I can even compare those new gas trucks with you guys. And you guys can give your impressions on them too. So there's a lot of cool things in store for next year. We are potentially gonna be buying another RV too, but that's gonna be another video. Only reason I'm telling you this right now is because I'm gonna explain what we're doing next year. And if you use your head, you probably could figure it out right now. But the reason why I bought my wife's Wagoneer, the reason why I'm buying these two trucks is because, number one, because I don't work for anybody anymore, I have to find ways to build content, but number two, lower my taxes. So buying these cars is gonna help me next year by basically just lowering my, my tax exposure, as I call it. My wife's Wagoneer, although I did buy it in December, special shout out to Larry H. Miller, they are gonna allow me to redo all the paper for January 2nd. So that way I can basically have it show for next year. Let's go ahead and go through the options. There's not a lot, there's only $4,600 of them, $4,630 to be exact. So let's just go through this really quickly and then I'll let you guys go. Before we go over the options that I picked, do you guys see right here how it says job number 1 order? For some weird reason, I was under the impression that anything platinum and above was gonna be a job number 2. Now I did look this up online, just now, and it says here on FordAuthority.com, initial job 1 production will begin in early 2023 for XL, XLT, and Lariat trims in all cab configurations, engines, and F-250 and up. Meanwhile, job 2 Super Duties for 2023, which is the King Ranch, Platinum, and Limited trims will follow in the spring of 2023. It does say here that order banks for both job 1 and job 2 trucks will still open on the same day, however. So I take that as there is a chance that my truck could get built. One of my friends, Jared, special shout out to you, sent me a link to show me that this Ford F-350 Lariat is actually scheduled to be built the week of January 16th of 2023. And I'm hoping that, when I go back and do a follow-up at the dealership, I'll do a video on that. Maybe my truck might be in production, which again, I don't think it will be. But let's go through these options and then I will let you guys go. All right? So actually, it might not make sense for me to show this to you. It's too far away. So as I said, F-350 four-wheel drive crew cab, and I believe four-wheel drive is now standard on Platinum. I think it's standard on XLT and up. So 160-inch wheelbase, no charge, antimatter blue, 0, Platinum black leather. So I guess the leather seats are a little bit different from the Lariat. And black onyx is going to be the interior. Preferred equipment package 713A. Platinum trim, B&O sound system. These all have no charge. I'll let you guys know the charge when it comes up. It does have a polished aluminum wheel, 20-inch. Reverse sensing system, 7.3 liter, which was no charge. And 10-speed auto torque shift. The tires are going to be an LT 275/65/20 all-terrain. I'll come back to that in a second. The first option that I picked that had a charge was the 430 electronic locking axle for $430. I know that you probably don't need the 430, especially with me. I mean, one of my viewers, I mention him a lot, Matthew Anderson, he always says you don't need it, but we're gonna find out real soon if he's right or wrong, all right? And then the job number 1 order was there. The CV lot management, I have no idea what that means. There's no charge for it, but the gooseneck hitch kit, I did add that on because I don't know if Ford's gonna be changing their puck system, and I just wanted to go ahead and have something available. Up next, all-weather mats with carpet mats, $135. FX4 off-road package, which is why I said earlier the all-terrain tires come available with that package. I don't know why you would order a truck like this without the FX4. It just makes perfect sense to get that. I will take that badge probably off my truck. I may. Skid plates come available with that package too. This has no charge, but this is why I stepped up to a platinum. Power running boards come standard on the platinum. When I built my Lariat, as I mentioned, I think it was like $15,000 in options. Keep that in mind when you're building your truck. It might just make sense to step up to the next trim level. The GVWR for the truck's gonna be 11,499 pounds. I think it went up by 99 pounds because I think it was 11.4 for 2022s and earlier pickups. Power moonroof, you guys know I like my sunroofs. My wife and I, we use it all the time. That was $14.95. That was the most expensive option on this pickup. The next one is a fifth wheel hitch prep package for $550. I do know that that will slow down the process for your builds, but I prefer the standard one personally. Roof clearance lights is $95. By the way, who buys a HD or Super Duty without clearance lights? Come on. So what if they leak? You get free water inside the truck. Who doesn't like free water? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But seriously, get roof clearance lights for your truck, especially if I want to buy one of those trucks that you decide you didn't want to buy, and then I look at the roof and they're not there, and then I don't want it anymore. Next one says jack. I guess Ford wants you to know that they still give you a jack for no charge. Trailer tire pressure monitoring system is $500. I will say GM's is 50 bucks. Just saying. Tough bed spray and bed liner. This is something else that will slow down your build for $595. Max recline driver passenger seat, $335. I did get that because I wanted to test it out. I might sleep in my truck one night. Up next is destination at $1795, and as I said, $84,590 is the cost of this pickup. It's a gas pickup at that. Yeah, there it is. You have all the information. Whenever I decide to go in back to Jerry's Sign or Chevrolet, I will try to build the truck with you, and maybe I'll set up my camera and everything like that. We can kind of do it together. I may not be able to show you the screen, but we'll build it together and we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I will go back to Larry H. Miller in Provo and see if they have like an update, a VIN number or something to maybe show. And maybe, just maybe, wishful thinking, our truck could get, this is our truck guys, could potentially get built early next year. So something to look forward to next year is we are buying another RV. And as you guys know, we have the Wagoneer. I will explain to you guys what we're doing for the future, because we're going to be trying some different things here. And I think it might help some of you guys out who might want some other ideas on how to make money. So cheers to the future. Don't know what's going to happen because I'm not in control of that. See you guys in the next video.